Hi there, it's Lindsey here. And Ollie!
Yeah, you should see the baby, he's so cute. You gotta see that.
And Audrey!
You got it.
We're gonna hang around and do some farm chores today, and we also are gonna see about putting out our black fabric. It may be a little too windy, but we're gonna give it a go. Isn't that right, kiddos?
Yeah, and I'm gonna help.
Yeah, they're gonna help me today.
I'm strong. There's like 3 Jasons, so we don't know who's who. Yeah, we don't know who's who. Because the baby's a Jason, we got me, we got Dad. Yeah, we got, oh.
Little Cole baby's gonna come with us. But we're gonna feed the chickens, goats, horse, and we also have this, we also have our bird seed that we need to put out. I've been needing to put it out for a while, so we're gonna see about that. HISEA sent all of us new boots to test out, and Jason got the men's waterproof work boot, and the kids got very similar ones to him. I think that they're the waterproof rain boots, but they're anti-slip, so they're grippy so they won't fall in the mud and the snow and things. Not that we get a whole lot of snow, but we definitely know all about the mud. And then I got the garden and rain boots, and I love these because I don't like things up on my calf too much. And these actually have the option of folding down, so they're the perfect garden boot for our hot summers because I can just fold these down and then my feet won't get too hot and I can still wear gardening shoes. So I'm really excited to test all of these out. They come in a variety of different like patterns and colors. I just liked the little floral ones, but there's like green, there's red, there's purple, there's so many different colors for women. And then even for men, Jason chose the camouflage, but they have plain black, they have green, they have brown, they have tan. They have lots of good options. And Audrey wanted plain black because she wanted hers to look like mine, but they do have the cutest little pink zebra and white zebra print for little girls also. So there are lots of different options on their website, but they perform pretty well and they are completely waterproof. Ollie tested that out in a big old puddle yesterday. So they're definitely waterproof and they're gonna last us a long time. They're not too heavy, like the kids can still pick up their feet and walk just fine. The interior is also fully insulated, so you would be protected against cold weather, but I feel like it breathes so well that it's not gonna be hot this summer and create a muggy mess in your boots. If you're on the lookout for boots right now, HISEA has given us a discount code for you guys. So I'm happy to be able to pass this along, but it's 20% off of any of their boots. You can go on, and that's the kids' boots, the men's boots, the ladies' boots, and there's a ton of different options, especially for ladies. They have a ton of boot options, but there's also some good options for kids and men too. So if you're looking for some boots like this, then go on their website and check out what they've got, and you can get a 20% off discount code. I'm gonna leave it down in the description box along with the link to all the boots that we have. Ollie's decided lately that he wants to do more farm chores and he wants to make a little bit of money, so we've tasked him now with feeding the chickens. Like, I'll help him some if he needs help, but basically that's going to be his responsibility now, so we're going to pay him for it because he wants to make some money. So he was super excited to go film this video also because he wanted to wear his boots. Both the kids love when they get something new, but especially new boots because they wear them all the time outside. And then Audrey had to get in on the action too, and she was feeding these chickens, and it was absolutely the cutest thing. She was having the best time feeding them. This is the label that I couldn't show you earlier. It's the DeWitt Sunbelt Woven ground cover. And we've got the 300-foot rolls. We got about 7 of those. So we're gonna get started rolling her out. And this year we are gonna overlap them and staple them down like you should. Last year we tried to get away with letting the not overlapping it and letting that be our rows, but it was just too much to weed. So, and the wind caught it too much. So, all right, we're gonna get going. We just used a little bit of length of rope to roll out our landscape fabric roll. It worked really great. I'm surprised at how good it worked. But we were having a little bit of trouble getting the pins in just because the area on this first row has never been tilled before, so that part was raw ground. So we had a little bit of trouble because we are very rocky up here. We're on the top of a big hill. I would say a big hill, but it's almost like a little mountain. So we're on top of it, so we do have a lot of rock up here. So it was kind of hard getting this first layer in, but the second and third layer went a lot better. Got super duper hot. We got one roll down, which was 3 rows, and it looks really good. The wind's not taking it up because it's super thick, and even if the wind did catch it a little bit, it's not gonna rip on those staples because it's so thick and nice. So definitely the right material now. Woohoo! We're just gonna slowly kind of try to finish that up a little bit at a time. It's very hot today. It was 80 degrees. I have a little bit of a sunburn from it, but yeah, it just got way too hot for us. I think Jay overheated, I overheated a little bit. I know. Wagging you around. We're just gonna finish that out little by little. We'll just go out and like do one roll at a time. One roll at a time. Jay hates it, so he was like, can we hire somebody to do it? But it's not that bad.
We'll hire you to watch the baby, please.
Well, that's the only thing, is that the baby doesn't want to let me do it. It's a lot of bending over and even being like hands and knees. It is going slower than it normally would because of that. So anyway, yeah, that's what's going on, and we're about to clean up this house a little bit and eat some dinner. We're making Mississippi chicken, and I've got some rice going over here. So if you've never had Mississippi chicken, I think I have a video where I made it. But I just throw frozen chicken breasts in there and then season it with some Montreal or steak seasoning and a couple of bouillon cubes, and then half of a jar of pepperoncinis. Yeah, and half a stick of butter on top. I think I've got 4 breasts in there, so it's half a stick of butter for 4 breasts.
She lost me.
And then when it's done, we'll shred it up and eat it over rice.
She lost me. I don't want to eat it over rice.
Yeah, it's good like that.
No.
Anyway, so that's what's going on. That's all for today. Day 2. I'm going to get my bird feeder because I did not do that yesterday. I need to go, when we get out this week, I think we have to get out tomorrow. I don't want to go anywhere today, but we have to get out tomorrow to go take trash out. So I think I need to get some more compost, but check it. All my little tulips are coming up from last year. I've also got some weed in these beds, and I think this might be garlic I had left over. I don't know. I forgot what I came out here for. Oh, I came to get my bird feeder. That's mommy rain. But I'm gonna quickly fill my feeder here. And I also said I wasn't gonna start any seeds in the house like I usually do. I usually put some seeds in a paper towel and then moisten the paper towel and put it in a Ziploc and put them on top of the dryer because that's where it stays warm. So I did. I just started a couple, so we're just gonna go check on those also. I'm gonna start hitting the seeds starting hard next week. This week I still got things I need to do. I'm busy all stinking week, but next week I should be able to get to it. Now, how do we refill this thing? So we got that done. But if you'll look, these just need more substrate in them. So I think I'm gonna do some compost and maybe even a little topsoil. And this is the bed, these two beds we're gonna rip out. And I'm not sure if we're gonna rebuild them this year or not. It's possible. I don't know if we're gonna need the growing space with all the growing space that we're gonna have in the big garden. So I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if we're going to need the growing space out here. We are gonna put our potatoes and onions in this little bed, or I mean this little garden this year, because we like to grow them in these raised beds, and so they will probably take up all three of these areas. And then I'm also gonna put my pole beans out here that I'm trying out this year. And then of course I might keep the snacking tomatoes in here as well. See all this mince coming back in here, and then the thyme is just going absolutely crazy right now. And then my lemon balm's coming back. I need to cut all these sticks out of here because that's what it looked like last year, but it's already going crazy, the lemon balm. Ugh, it smells so good too. But yeah, I just need to get out here and kind of clean up the beds, add some, oh look, cilantro. Hello, cilantro. We can be cooking with that now. There's plenty of that. And this is just like weeds, this here. I get these every year in these beds. Probably because I use peat moss. But yeah, we get a lot of these, and the chickens love them. So what we'll do is pick these, put them in the wheelbarrow, and then bring them out to the ladies and gentlemen. Whew. And my sage, this is the first year really growing sage to this magnitude. Should I just cut it back? I mean, it's got some new growth on it. This is from when it froze. It's got these yellow leaves from that. But like, should I just cut it down? It's got some new growth down there too, so I don't know, let me know what you think. Should I just chop all the branches off, deadhead it, and then see what comes back? Yep, my first sage bush. I've grown like little bits of sage, but it's never gotten this big. Let's go in and check on those seedlings, shall we? I've got some volunteers in the greenhouse in that blue barrel planter that I have. They look like squash of some sort. My sweet potato slits are still doing nothing. I don't know, we'll probably just end up planting some pieces of sweet potato. We got our package in from Pine Tree Garden Seeds, and this is all of our potatoes. They've got lots of eyes growing on them, so what we'll do is we will cut these apart and let them skin over for a day or two, and then we'll plant those in the beds. Like I say, after we get some compost or topsoil, we need to top those beds off a little bit at least so we can mound up potatoes. But yeah, that's what's going on. Those are those superiors. They're like a russet type, but they look more like a Yukon Gold to me. But I don't know if I showed you these, but the Walla Walla onions came in. This is what they look like when they come in. When we get ready to plant these this week, we will just put them in water for like 12, it says like a couple hours, but we'll just put them in water to revive them for a little bit. We got 2 packs of those because we absolutely love them. They are delicious. And then we'll plant those. My seeds here. But this is just how I do it. I just put them in a dry paper towel and then squirt the paper towel with water. And I usually write on them what they are. These are mini bell peppers. These are just store bell peppers. I wanted to see if I could sprout them or not. They were organic mini bell peppers from like Kroger. So yeah, we'll see how they did. And they did sprout. So what I'll do now is cut them off the paper towels and then plant them. They're not all sprouted, which they just came from a literal bell pepper that I was eating. I just pulled them off and stuck them in a paper towel just to see what they would do. It was a little experiment. So happy accident, or happy experiment that they actually worked. So I'll be repotting these so they can grow into larger plants and we can set them out. I also did some of the Mariana's Peace tomatoes, and these I did a week later or so, but they are actually sprouting also already. But if you're curious as to whether your seeds are still good, you can do this to kind of see the seed germination rate. If you're just curious as to whether, or if you feel like you have really old seeds or something. These germinated pretty well. These are the ones from Little Shop of Seeds. And they're just starting too. So I mean, they might all end up germinating, but we've got a couple that aren't doing anything yet. But I'm gonna let these continue on for a few more days until they get just a little bit bigger. And then I will repot those too. That remains one of my favorite ways to seed start, just because you can actually see what's going on and see when they begin to sprout and stuff, and I think that's so fun. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed taking a look around and watching us do a couple chores. We're gonna get that black fabric rolled out slowly but surely. Jay wants to hire somebody to do it, but let's cross our fingers that maybe the baby will let me do it. He doesn't let me do much these days, but I think he might be in the beginning stages of teething. I think that might be where we're at. So it's gonna be a hard few weeks. Weeks, I hope, not months. But if you're looking for some outdoor boots, definitely go check out the HISEA boots, because I absolutely love mine, the ones that fold down. I think they're gonna be perfect for summer gardening. I don't like ones that come so far up on my calf. I don't like the ones that come up on your calf too much. Sometimes they don't fit right or they rub, and it's just not my favorite. So Jay likes those, so that's what he got. But I really like the ones that I have the option of folding them down, or I can fold them up if I'm going through more treacherous stuff, or if it's warm, or if it's cold outside, I can do that too. Anyway, I will leave a link for HISEA boots down in the description box. They also gave us a 20% off coupon, so I'll leave that code down in the description box as well. And you can go check out the HISEA boots and buy a pair for your gardening needs. Or, you can use them for farm chores, hunting, outdoor things, all those good things. So, but I want to thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to chat with you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.